Hey, Vinyl Community, Jeff here again, looking at some new items. Just got in one of these came in a couple weeks ago. One of them just came in, and anyway, I wanted to see if anybody out there knows much about this. I know that someone, and I'm totally drawing a blank now, but somebody commented on one of my videos a few months ago, well, not too long ago, a month or two ago, when I first looked up these guys, and they said, "Hey, have you ever heard of the band Ecclesia?" And I'm like, no. So I looked into them, pulled up their YouTube channel. They had two videos, other than a bunch of little short things and some other things, but two main, official videos for songs. One is from this album, which came out in 2020. This is the name, the Ecclesia Universalis. From what I can tell, looking online, to me it would be like the Church Universal, but it's also the name of a papal bull, which is kind of like a declaration, law type thing that the popes would have put in, that was enacted in 1850 in England to recreate the Roman Catholic diocese in the area, which had basically died out in that area during the reign of Elizabeth I. And so they issued the Ecclesia Universalis and as a papal bull to reestablish the diocese in that area, which of course caused a lot of tension in England with the Protestants. So is what it is, but so there's a little bit of history there behind that. Their 2020, they had an album or an EP or a CD only release in 2017. They're listed on Discogs as a doom metal band from France. They do have some doom elements, but I would say they're not straight up doom because they're pretty straightforward, metal at most of the times. At least, I saw the first couple videos. I checked them out online, and I thought, it's kind of like metal with this slight doom atmosphere. I think the thing that makes them kind of want to be swayed into that, aside from maybe some of the overtones musically, they're not really slow and doomy, but they have the imagery. They're basically, if you're into bands like Ghost. The videos for these guys, they all wear masks and they're wearing red monk type gowns or priest, more like monk gowns. Is that? I don't know. Not monks wore brown, but anyway, everything. They have costumes. They wear masks, so they very much have a resemblance to that imagery of bands like Ghost. Now, on top of that, then, almost everything about their songs are... There you go. There's the picture. It's a gatefold, but it is a single album, if you can see that. That's the look of the band. Everything about the album is very... it's got a lot of Roman Catholic imagery. Obviously, they're from France. Maybe, they've come from a Roman Catholic background. They have a cover of Burn the Witch on here from Venom. A Venom cover on here, they do. So... so I'm not sure. At first, when I saw them and I saw some of the imagery, I thought, and they get the crosses and all that stuff, I thought maybe they were, somewhat of a Christian band. But then I do see a lot of the mostly heavy imagery of just, Roman Catholicism, and they talk about the, various things in history and the Vatican and heretic burning and excommunications and, the, things along that line. So it seems like they might be, historically looking at Roman Catholicism. They may be from that background. If they're from France, that's probably one of the more dominant, religions over there. So I went ahead and of course the imagery on the front. This is all the old, the older type of Renaissance type, older religious type imagery. So I decided to check them out. I've listened to them a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, they're really good. I don't know I forget what this color is. It's kind of a gold. It's kind of a clear gold. So that was their 2020 album. They had, so this 2017 release is a CD only. So, but I went online and found on Amazon they had the 2020 album, but I ordered it and it took weeks and weeks and weeks to get here. They had to get it back in stock. It's more of an import. It's not on a major label. Yeah, so it took quite a while. Then I pre-ordered the 2024 album, which was due. So they had a 2020 album, 2024, 2017 CD. So every few years they're putting out a new album. And on their YouTube channel, like I said, they had a video from this. I think it was the Vatican III video. And then they also had a video from this, which had been about 2 months prior. So they had released a video and then the album was forthcoming. And again, it's another gatefold. You got the guys again at the imagery. I guess the one benefit of that, similar to what you hear the stories with Ghost, is you could change band members and, not really have to change the name. Well, it depends on the names they use, but you wouldn't know because they wear masks and everything. And again, we've got the heavy, Roman Catholic imagery here. Ecclesiasta Militant, which is church militant. So again, it's got the ideas of action and taking action and going for it and doing things. Songs like If She Floats, which would be about witches. Anyway, it's got a lot of the exorcism, Ecclesiastes Militant. It's kind of hard to read, as you can see, especially with bad lighting. Got the ancient looking writing. And the album on this one is Heretic Blood. That's what they call it. So has anybody else heard of this band? I know somebody has, because like I said, it was recommended to me by one of my viewers, and I'm kind of glad because it's cool. It's I don't know, I like songs at times that have a story behind them. And of course, I'm a big history fan, and so and I've done a lot of reading in the Inquisition and all of that back in the day. Of course, I come from the Protestant side, so the Roman Catholic Church would have been the bad guys because they were really abusing and killing and torturing. If you really want to get into some of that stuff, I would suggest, you can go to almost any bookstore and pick up Fox's Book of Martyrs, which is a book of stories of all of the people during the Inquisition, during just the torture things that they were put through, by the church at the time, just because they wouldn't, recant from Protestantism, things like that. So anyway, but I found it, musically it's cool. Like, it's got doom elements, but it's not straight up doom. Check out at least the 2 videos online. You'll see that the kind of basic style. Vocals are kind of mid-range. They go a little high at times, but I'm not saying they sound anything like Ghost at all. I'm just looking at the imagery strictly, as far as the masks that totally cover. The singer had a mask on the video. It was covered like a Phantom of the Opera mask. It more covered half of his face. So anyway, have you ever heard of them? If not, check them out. Tell me what you think. I'm curious if anybody knows anything else about them, because I didn't do a lot of digging, but there's not a whole lot of information. Their YouTube channel only has like 400 subscribers. I'm not sure. I'm assuming they haven't taken off really big over there, and there's not a whole lot on Discogs. It just says Doom Band from France, which is kind of generic. So anyway, if you're interested, check them out. See what you think. Tell me what you think. Comment below. Let me know if you know anything else about them. I'm going to be digging into them a little deeper. But so far, I've enjoyed what I've heard. Thanks for the suggestion out there, and I'll see you later. Rock on and rock hard.